silence. Again, referee Sandman Robinson. In the trunks, he is the king of West Georgia, Shawn Nelson. And his opponent tonight, making his second appearance for SSP, he is the Serpent Assassin. This is Brandon Watley.
Bell sounds before Watley was even ready to compete as the king of West Georgia, Shawn Nelson, who does not have Donald Jakes by his side tonight, immediately going in for the attack.
Shawn Nelson looking to seize the opportunity early, not even waiting for the bell. And you got to wonder if that was strategy from Donald Jakes or if that's just seizing the opportunity, knowing that he doesn't have that advantage on the outside.
I'm sure that Nelson was getting messages from Jakes all week long leading up to this as Watley nails that Japanese-style arm drag. Brandon Watley, of course, winning his tryout match at the Jimmy Rave Cup against Michael Solar, solidifying himself a position on the SSP roster and looking to make the most of it against the king of West Georgia. Shawn Nelson hooks the leg for the cover.
Well, Shawn Nelson wanted a hot start, and Brandon Watley says, I see you, and we're going to go for a hot start. You see this? It's been all Brandon Watley. But now Shawn Nelson starting to fight back. Two of the toughest competitors we have here in the locker room at Center State.
We have gotten very used to seeing Shawn Nelson quite the bruiser, and that is putting it lightly. Brandon Watley, we are, as we said, a little new to Watley here in Southern States, but you can see that martial arts inspired offense from Watley already paying dividends in this match.
Both men very heavy-handed rather, very affluent with their strikes. Look at this. Sweeps the leg.
Goes for the pin once again, but not enough weight down on the chest of Shawn Nelson. Shawn Nelson easily getting out of two.
The king of West Georgia rolling to the outside. I think he's had enough of Brandon Watley thus far.
You know, and usually this would be the time that he receives counsel from the passer on the outside. We're not 100% sure why the passer is not here. I am aware that Talafero is in the building, and that might have something to do with it. And Shawn Nelson getting the advantage on Watley.
Well, I'm sure the pastor is sending his thoughts and prayers.
I'm sure he is. But in Shawn Nelson's own words, she told Josh Wheeler he does not need the pastor, Donald Jakes. And we're going to find out tonight if that is in fact true, as he's going to work on Brandon Watley in the corner with those heavy knee strikes.
Watley now firing back. Talk about those heavy strikes of both competitors. Nelson bringing Watley to the ropes, and now looking to choke the life out of his opponent.
Referee getting in there, forcing the break. Nelson using all of that allotted time.
Shawn Nelson looking to take every advantage that he can get. As our official looking to maintain some order.
You see Watley very, very slowly trying to make his way back to his feet, but Nelson there to cut him off before he can gain any ground.
Right now, Nelson just punishing Watley.
Big right hand there from Shawn Nelson.
Another
Watley
stiff shot
fighting back.
If you want a strike exchange, I'm not sure if Brandon Watley is the person to do it with.
Wisely getting out of the way of that knee lift.
Packs a lot of power in that punch, this Brandon Watley. As Nelson holds the ropes. And Watley sent to the outside, leg caught on the top rope. May have slowed his momentum enough to where he didn't topple to the outside, Rob.
You know, and Nelson trying to do everything he can to get Watley to topple, throwing those shots, but each one of them getting blocked. Oh, no. Goes for that draping DDT, and he's got it!
All that force being driven down right to the head.
Goes for the cover right across the chest.
Watley emphatically getting the shoulder up.
Nelson arguing with the official now, saying that was three.
Yeah,
but
Shawn Nelson certainly seems beside himself.
Nelson now arguing with the fans here in attendance here in Atlanta at Wild Heaven Brewery. All this time, Whatley slowly getting back to his feet. But Shawn Nelson right back on the offensive before Whatley could fully regain his composure. This drags Whatley to the center of the ring. Oh, but Whatley nailing a couple of huge clotheslines on the King of West Georgia.
Whatley finally able to put together a combination and delivers a devastating strike. That forearm right across the jaw of Shawn Nelson.
Did not go in for the cover. I think Whatley's got one last trick up his sleeve.
Full head of steam.
Snapmare out of the corner. Oh my God, that kick right to the back of the head. Hooks the leg, this has to be it. Nelson is out, no!
Whatley seeing the opportunity, quickly rushing over to make the pinfall attempt. Unable to put away Nelson. Look at him.
Looks for the kick, but can't get it.
Was wanting to put the nail in the coffin of Nelson.
Blue Thunderball from Nelson. This has to be it. The King of West Georgia.
No!
Victory. No!
You have got to admire the heart of the newcomer, Brandon Whatley, and only his second appearance here at Southern States Pro.
Nelson right back to arguing with the official, but now a little bit quicker to get back to Whatley. But Whatley breaking out of it, throws that right hand. But Nelson right back. We got a big strike exchange from these two horses.
Yeah, trading strikes back and forth are Nelson and Whatley. And I'm not sure who's getting the better of the exchange, but Whatley.
Big uppercut, follows it with the right cross.
Whatley finally putting something together, but Nelson with the reversal. Both men down.
Oh, but wait. Talaferro coming to ringside.
And I'm not sure that either man or the referee see him on the outside. But the question still remains, why?
Referee up to a count of 7. And Nelson goes over to the side of the ring and catches Talaferro on the outside. Talaferro scaring the daylights out of Nelson, who eats that kick to the face. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. Whatley gets the win.
The winner, the Serpent Assassin, Brandon Whatley.
Whatley now 2-0 in Southern States Pro, putting away the king of West Georgia, Shawn Nelson.
Well, what an assist there from Talaferro, as now we see the original Gothic gangster Trevor Eon making his way to ringside as well.
What is this about?
Talaferro and Trevor Eon are in the ring, and I think they want the microphone.
Shawn Nelson, the one thing you said correctly is you do not need Donald James. While the pastor sits at home recovering from his unfortunate prostate problem, we are here not to lie and deceive these people with promises of prosperity and salvation. I am not here to save your soul. Terrence Arrow is not here to save your soul, for it is not in need of saving.
Thank you, Talaferro.
Like Taliaferro's face was not the only thing that was affected by that holy water of Pastor Donald Jakes. And I know this might sound odd to people that are just now tuning in that are not familiar with Taliaferro, but I think this man's starting to lose his mind, Carmen.
Flying contest, one fall, 15 time limits. Last meeting competitors in the black and green long tights. He is, oh wait, hold on, let me make sure this right. He is the king of the ATL. He is the cloud god. He is streaming IRL. He is the most famous person in the city, Dylan Lesson. Hey, Dylan, I don't like you very much. And his opponent, he probably is the most popular person in the city. He is the only, the Starfire. He is Ashton Starr.
What an ovation as the Starfire, known as Ashton Starr, returns to Atlanta, a former stalwart of AWE, taking on the self-proclaimed King of Atlanta, Dylan Lesson, Carmen.
I was going to say, I mean, if you're going based purely off a reaction, it certainly seems to me like perhaps maybe Ashton Starr might be the most famous person in the city, much to the chagrin of Dylan Lesson.
As long as Ludacris still lives here, neither one of them are the most famous person in the city. I hate to break it to them, but Ashton Starr, definitely the fan favorite as he makes his way out here. Ashton Starr returning to the fold just a couple of months ago, picking up a massive victory against the Kenway in his Southern States Pro debut. Of course, Ashton Starr, a very, very big part of Atlanta wrestling entertainment, making this homecoming that much sweeter. But Dylan Lesson on social media said that he will be the actual star of this matchup. Ashton's going to do everything in his power to make sure that's not the case.
Well, that's still to be determined in this matchup, but I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due. Outside of the ring, Dylan Lesson has proven himself to be quite a little bit of a star. I know he's got a bit of a YouTube following, what, 2 million views now on his channel?
No kidding, and in the ring as well, picking up a massive victory, easily the biggest victory of his career at the recent revival of Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling after pinning, and folks, what I'm about to say is 100% factual, pinning Matt Cardona after only 8 seconds. But Ashton Starr going for a pin now on Lesson, but can't get it, only a 2 count.
Yeah, as if a win over Matt Cardona isn't impressive enough.
Pin for Lesson.
As he looks to put this match away quickly too. As if a win over Cardona isn't impressive enough. To do it in only 8 seconds just goes to show the caliber of athlete that Dylan Lesson is. Whether or not you like him for his personality, I mean, you got to admit, in between the ropes, he knows what he's doing.
Wants to connect with that insta-swap. That's what it's all about. Anytime Lesson connects with that insta-swap, you do not kick out, and that is going to be the difference maker if he can, in fact, get it off on Ashton Starr here tonight.
It's been a 100% success rate thus far as Ashton Starr, looking to connect with that 10th punch, but Lesson sweeps the leg. Starr sit face first into the top turnbuckle, and now Lesson looking to take advantage.
Lateral press for the cover, just a 1 count, and you can hear the ovation that Starr received making his way to the ring. You hear how loud the fans counted along during those punches in the corner. Neckbreaker now for Lesson. And I'm sure that's just even more things getting under the skin of Dylan Lesson in this contest.
Lesson certainly wears his heart on his sleeve wherever he goes. He's let his emotions get the better of him.
On the outside, Dylan Lesson's personal videographer, Quinn, getting a good look at the action.
You better like what you see.
He knows we got footage of this match, right?
Well, you know, he brought in this guy, Quinn, from what I understand, closely associated with the underground scene in the city of Atlanta, so definitely not too shabby behind the camera. Make sure he gets all of Dylan's best angles as Ashton Starr rolls in, going for the pin. Can he get it?
Well, I hope Quinn got a good angle of that because Ashton Starr just looked amazing.
But look at that forearm shot from Lesson on the rebound, dropping Starr. These fans here in Atlanta are not too crazy about their new king, Carmen.
Yeah, they're letting Lesson have it.
Irish whip into the corner. Lesson charges in and gets the big shoulder tackle onto Starr.
I'm out.
Well, I gotta say, if Lesson wants to rightfully earn the title of the King of Atlanta,
Sends a flip out of the corner. He's got the legs hooked.
so I say he's gonna have to put away Ashton Starr, because as long as I've been in the Georgia wrestling scene, Ashton Starr has been at the top of the mountain, and for good reason.
Doesn't matter what company it is, Ashton Starr is always circling around that main event scene. One of the best the city has to offer. But that Helluva kick from Dylan Lesson might have knocked the teeth out of Starfire's mouth.
Absolutely vicious from Lesson.
Drags him into the center of the ring, hooks the legs for the cover, but just the 2 count.
He's brash, he's arrogant, he's cocky, but folks, like I said before, in between those ropes, he absolutely delivers.
It's been paying off so far. Let's see if Lesson can turn the heat up a little bit more on Starfire. Grabbing a hold of the camera now.
Some exclusive shots here is Dylan Lesson.
Sure he can't wait to upload
Rob,
this.
Rob, we're gonna make the vlog. As he hands the camera back over to Quinn.
But taking way too much time to gloat. Ashton Starr right back on the offensive. Big forearm shots, those patented shots from the devastating striker that is Ashton Starr, but that boot to the midsection dropping Starr to his knees, but Starr reverses. Here's clothesline.
You cannot give that much time for Ashton Starr to recover, as we are seeing now one-legged drop kick, and Ashton Starr soaking up all of the well-deserved glory.
Probably the loudest ovation we've received all evening right here for Ashton Starr. Starr has lessened in his sights. Goes in for the crossbody in the corner.
In a night of exciting action from top to bottom, this right here thus far has absolutely delivered. And we see Ashton Starr now perched on the top turnbuckle. What does he have in mind?
Lessened out of the way just in time, but catches up with that huge power slam, hooks the leg, 2, no!
Was so close to putting away the young Dylan Lesson. And Ashton Starr now having to go back to the drawing board.
Starr now, vertical suplex position for Lesson. Stalls with Lesson in the air, but Lesson get out of it.
Lesson
nails that Insaguri.
Lesson fought out of it and absolutely clobbered Ashton. Oh, Falcon Arrow!
Hooks the leg of Starr, but Starr just barely. You saw the elbow of Ref Grandpa hitting the mat before the hand, and these fans in here are getting a little vicious.
By the absolute thinnest of margins, Rob.
Lesson wants that insta swap. He's calling for it in the corner.
And as we've seen, if history is to be believed, if he hits, Ashton Starr, spinebuster. Ashton Starr, much like us, knows the success rate of that insta swap.
Starr now getting Lesson back to his feet. Might want that scissors kick, but look at Lesson grabbing a hold of the referee as Quinn grabs the leg of Ashton Starr. Quinn being worth his weight and go. Insta swap connects. Leg is hooked. 1, 2, 3.
Into the winner, the king of ATM, the clock guy, Dylan Lesson.
unbelievable victory for Dylan Lesson as that insta swap puts away another formidable foe, this time in the Starfire himself, Ashton Starr.
Dylan, real quickly, come here. Quinn, you two, camera and cameraman, come here for a second. You called your shot, you said you're going to be Ashton Starr, but he keeps sneaking his way in. What is up with this?
Me and Quinn are locked in. I said on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all over the internet, I said me and Quinn are locked in. We ain't playing, man. You come fight to me. Quinn's by my side. We're together like this. Real brotherhood. Something you people can relate to. Nothing's more real than me and Quinn. Not even Josh and Murda. They don't even compare to me and Quinn. Looking at the future of Southern States. That's a fact.
Be careful.
He's not careful. He's going to have that camera refurbished.
No kidding. Don't be speaking the name of the Supreme Leader if you're not ready for the consequences, Dylan.
Soon in the 7th 16.